I found myself drawn to the issue of homelessness initially because of questions I was asking myself that I didn't really have a good answer for, to do with my reaction to homeless people on the street or wherever. And I caught myself, as it were, almost thinking of them as in some sort of separate class of human beings. When I would see somebody panhandling on the street, it was suddenly they were in a separate category. They were homeless folk, and then a whole set of sort of preconceived ideas started to occur. And I caught myself as, why am I assuming all this about this individual? Why am I assuming that they're probably an alcoholic or a drug addict? Why am I assuming that they have mental problems? Why am I assuming that they maybe don't want to work? All these thoughts, and I realized that I was kind of suffering from a lazy-minded attitude to homeless people and to the homeless problem. So I really wanted to, in many ways, find the right answers to the question, how does one respond to a homeless person? How does one respond to homelessness? Yeah, one of the real aims of the show is to get an intelligent audience to really think differently about homelessness and homeless people, to realize that, you know, so many of the cliches are untrue. Viewers of this show will get a real insight into the lives of these three young people and start to understand how homelessness can occur, and we'll get an understanding of the opportunities to really engage and make a difference for somebody who's unfortunately ended up in that sad situation of not having a home. And that also, I suppose, the thing that came through strongly to me, and I believe that the film really features this, is that it's the network of support, it's the community, it's the sense of belonging, of engagement with those around you that really is the way to get out of homelessness, and it's the lack of that often causes homelessness to occur. So that we all have a part to play in that, and all can help. I mean, whether it's offering support, advice, job offers, money, whatever, we can all get involved on that level. You know, when we were planning the soundtrack, we realized that I wasn't to be trusted because I was so tied up in other things, and that they were going to need music, and I probably wasn't going to be around to create it. So I wrote the song No Home Like Place. No home like place. Very much inspired by the issue of homelessness and a particular character from Dublin who was homeless and actually went into the River Liffey to rescue a bus driver who'd driven his bus over the railings and crashed the front of it into the river, so it was underwater. He and another passerby climbed down through the bus and dragged him out and saved his life. And he became kind of a famous character in Dublin as a result of this heroic act. On the night that he did it, I think he still had to go off in his soaking clothes and find somewhere to sleep rough. So it kind of threw up some very awkward questions for a lot of people in Dublin, for me as well. So that was the inspiration for the song No Home Like Place. But we were able to get through MTV a lot of instrumental mixes of music from other artists, and of course the wonderful song by Florence and the Machine, Leave My Body, which has an immensely important part to play in one of the key scenes. So we were very lucky in that regard to to get permission to use this other music. I'm glad I didn't have to write it all, because there's no way I could have.
In this country, on any given night, there are over 1.5 million young people without a home.
You live or die. That's the rules of the streets.
It's not what I wanted or expected out of my life.
We all see them,
Can you spell anything?
but most of us don't know what to do to help, so we do nothing.
Thanks anyway.
No one is immune to the possibility of homelessness, but in the struggle to overcome it, I believe one person can truly make a difference in the life of another.
Thank you.
My name is Anne Mahlum. For the past 5 years, I've been leading an organization called Back on My Feet that uses running to help the homeless turn their lives around.
Good job, guys.
And 6 months ago, I accepted a challenge to try and help 3 young people who are alone in the world find a place to fit in.
Keep hope alive.
Today you're going to interview with Human Rights First.
Cool.
In your darkest fears.
I hope that along the way, you'll get a better understanding of how young people like Ava, Rob, and Nancy wind up living on the streets, and see how hard it is to find a place you belong when you have no home.
Wear you out when you think that there's some disgrace to find yourself with no home-like place.
There are no quick fixes for homelessness, but you might be surprised at what can happen when someone who really needs it gets a break.
No home-like place.
I'm going to give you a chance.
No home-like place.